Hey, my name is Amor, and I am on a journey to retire early and live the life I've always dreamed. I'm hoping that you will go on this journey as well. And today I want to talk to you about one important step on that journey, which is paying off debt. I know, girl, we don't want to talk about it, but it's so important. And I want you to know that it's not the only step. I think sometimes we get stuck on the paying off debt, that we forget to invest, because that's a important step as well. And I will share another video about that. But the first thing we need to do in paying off debt is we gotta figure out how much debt we're in. Number one, we need to take inventory of our debt. And I know that may seem scary, but it's necessary. We must understand the full extent of our debt so that we can be empowered and create specific strategies for getting out of debt. The second step is to prioritize and strategize. It is now time to be like, okay, what's my strategy for getting out of debt? And so, two ways that have worked for me when I was paying off debt is the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest debt first. That just helps you to feel some success quickly. There's also the avalanche method, where you pay off the credit card with the highest rate, the highest interest rate. And that actually saves you more money, but sometimes that might be the biggest debt that you have. And because of that, like, you just don't get the wins quickly. But you need to do what's best for you. The third thing you need to do is create a budget and stick to it. One of the ones that I recommend is the 50-30-20 method. This is where you use 50% of your income for your needs, 30% for something fun, because we want to make sure that we're still enjoying life, and then 20% you save. And so you can kind of adjust these if you want to be able to pay off debt faster. So you could change your fund, instead of from 30%, you could make it 10%, but you got to make sure you have some money for fun. We all need fun in our lives. And a lot of times when people don't add that and they try to go real strict, it's like creating a diet where you're like, oh, I'm not going to eat any sugar whatsoever. It only can last for so long. And we want this to last for the rest of your life. The next step is to cut expenses. And I know we talk about that a lot, but also what's important is to increase your income. In order to get out of that, you might also need to find ways to make money on the side, like a side hustle or asking for a raise. You might also want to cut like subscriptions. That's what I did when I got out of debt. I cut cable. That was a major expense. I switched insurance companies and that saved me at least $1,200 a year that I was able to put on debt. The next thing, negotiate and consolidate. Okay, I know that rhymes, but hey, I want you to be able to remember this. Don't hesitate to negotiate with your creditors. Contact them, ask for lower interest rates, explore if you can reduce how much you owe them. A lot of times, if you have hospital bills, for instance, you can negotiate with them and they will cut the amount of the cost for their services. This next one is so important to me, is to find accountability. And this helped me on my journey, just having someone else who I could talk to about it. Because sometimes you need motivation. Sometimes you need encouragement during this journey. And I'm also here to encourage you, girl. I got you, girl. But just remember, hey, doing it with a friend. It's just like when you work out or you exercise. It goes a long way when you have someone who's doing it with you. So find a friend who's doing it. Watch more YouTube videos of people to encourage and motivate you. And the last thing is to use your bonuses and windfalls wisely. So you might get some extra money during the year. And a lot of times when we get extra money, we might take a little shopping trip, put it on vacation. And I'm not saying that you can't put money towards those things, but why not take half of it and put it towards your debt and then use the other half to have some fun? You deserve fun, girl. You deserve fun. Remember, the debt-free challenge and journey may have its challenges, but it will be well worth it in the end. Let me know if you have questions. I would love to help support you during this journey. Also, subscribe and like this channel. I want to be there for you, sis. Take care.